Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Beneath a Steel Sky for the PC. We have gotten out of the recycling plant, and we're now higher up rather than lower than where we were. And if we do want to make headway, we will have to go through this area to make sure that happens. I don't really know how else to put that. Have I talked to this guy? It's been a while. Okay, I have.
Never mind.
You may be wondering what's further to the right. It's nothing.
Hey, you'll need a rad suit if you're going in there.
Hey, what do you mean? This one is totally rad.
I mean protective clothing.
Ah, so we need a radiation suit if we need to go further to the right. Well, there is a couple of things we can do. We can go in there, but there are also some sensors too. If I look at these, do I trigger them?
Some kind of scanner.
Okay, no, I just examined them. I can't use them though, but that's to be expected. And of course, there is also the welding robot that is here. I'll just wait for Joey to return so I can ask Joey some questions. That would be nice. Here he is.
You want a new shell, Joey?
Do you mean that welder?
That's right. You like it?
I'll say. It's the mutt's nuts.
The shell can't be removed while the robot's active.
So we need to deactivate the robot first. And there's no reason for the robot to be active if the works are gummed up. Because as you can see, when you go over here, there's some moving cogs. Let us examine the cogs.
It's part of the mechanism driving the conveyor.
And I'm pretty sure if we stopped those, the conveyor would stop.
Sure to lose my fingers if I put them in there.
I honestly thought he was going to put his fingers in there, and we would have had a Sierra death. But no, he just, like, no. No. Well, there's a thing we can do. We can throw the wrench in there. Just wait for this to stop.
That's really put a wrench in the works.
Oh, no.
And that will stop production.
Stopped. You wouldn't know anything about it, would you?
I'm no technician.
Me? I'm no technician.
Me neither. Lamb will go crazy. Can't you do anything to help me?
Sadly, I don't seem to know anything about machinery.
I don't know anything about machinery.
Oh, well. I'll pretend I didn't notice it.
And from here, if we move our cursor around the cogs again, it will focus on the wrench jammed in the cogs.
The cogs are wrecked, but the wrench is fine.
So if we were to take the wrench out, the cogs would stop moving. Or rather, they wouldn't start moving again. But we can still use the wrench.
I'll keep this wrench. It's really useful.
Let's do that. Anyway, let us go back to the welder robot. Now that the conveyor is no longer active, neither is the robot. Let's go ahead and talk to Joey again.
Do you want a new shell, Joey?
I hope this isn't a wind-up.
And there goes Joey.
The shell is bolted to the chassis.
And we find out that the body is welded to the rest of the robot, but we can use a wrench on it.
I've loosened the robot's shell.
And if we can we right click the robot?
The shell is loose now.
Okay, it just tells us the shell is
It's
loose.
the robot welder.
And left clicking just tells us what it is. So let's go ahead and ask Joey if he wants a new shell again.
A new shell, Joey.
I hope this isn't a wind-up.
And this time, now that the wrench has been used on the robot's body to separate it from
Excellent.
that, we now have a welder body for Joey.
How do you like the new shell?
It's sleek. Can't wait to use the welder.
You be careful with that thing. If I want you to use it, I'll tell you.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
And cut that out.
So apparently, in this supposedly far-flung future world, apparently I have to wait for Joey to move so that I can move. There are still references to the Daleks, and people still use the word rad. What a time to be alive. There is a door behind these sensors that I have yet to go to until now. Let's see what happens if we go through the sensors.
My mistake. Thought it was the John.
It's the storeroom for robots only. Lamb doesn't trust humans to go in there, even though there's nothing worth pinching.
Interesting. Unless we can disable the sensors, there's no way to go in there. So let's go ahead and talk to Joey and tell him to check out the storeroom.
I want you to check out the storeroom.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. There could be something useful in there.
Don't count on it.
And from here, Joey goes inside the storeroom to check it out. And we just have to wait on him. There's nothing we can do until Joey comes back. But at least I'm enjoying this game so far. I like where this game is going. Okay, Joey's back. Let us talk to Joey. See if he found anything.
Find anything useful in the stores?
No, but I found the power for the alarm system. There's a fuse box on the wall.
Joey, you're brilliant.
Yeah.
And yet you didn't disable it so I could go in. Do I actually? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell him.
Go and disable the fuse box in the stores.
I could melt through it with my welder.
Wouldn't that be dangerous?
Very. But I'm feeling reckless. And welding is fun.
Take care, Joey.
And now we sit and wait for Joey to take care of the fuse box before we can go in. And if you pay attention, you can hear the sound of welding. Then Joey will come back. You won't be able to talk to him again after that, not for the time being. But you can now go into this room. And there is now another room that we can enter. There is a can of WD-40 and a key, as well as a gangway. Let us left-click the gangway.
It's a heavy metal flap.
And I'm pretty sure if we flipped it with the right mouse button, we can get around. Also, by flipping that flap, we found some putty underneath the gateway.
It's a lump of gray stuff.
Gangway, I meant to say. Believe it or not, you can look at this putty and take it, but you can kind of tell that it blends in with the background. It blends in with the graphics here, kinda. Like, not chameleon-like, but you would probably just dismiss it as part of the floor. No, you'll actually need this. And now we have some putty. The putty-like substance is soft and plastic. We may have to use this to... Well, you could do a lot with putty, really. Anyway, there is some WD-40 and a key. Believe it or not, you don't need these at all. There is no reason to take either of these things. You're not going to find them again. But I'm just going to be cheeky. No, wait. Left click.
Lubricants. This stuff is always useful. It has Bulwark printed on it.
I'm guessing that the key is needed for something around here, even though you're not going to be using it. But I am going to be cheeky and take the key and the WD-40. And then I'm going to leave. Once you leave, however, you get stopped.
Don't move. I have to search you.
And it doesn't really matter which dialogue option you use here.
Do I have to strip off?
Definitely not. There's a limit to how far I'm going to look.
Hey, that tickles.
Open up that coat. Why are you carrying that crowbar?
It's got sentimental value. My mother gave it to me.
Okay.
Is that a wrench?
I carry it for luck.
You're a walking toolbox. Blimey. Smart shades.
You can have them if you like.
Really? Oh, I could fix them with sticky tape. Is that a can of lubricant?
Yes. One squirt is just the job. I'd never be without a can of lubricant.
You are now. 'Cause that can is mine.
Aw.
Hell is that?
It's a sausage sandwich.
Can I have it for my lunch?
You're welcome.
Well, we got rid of that.
You nicked that key, didn't you? Thank you for your cooperation. By the way, that sweater you're wearing.
Don't laugh at my sweater.
I'm not. I think it's brilliant. Will you swap it for my clipboard?
Not in a million years.
Well, he tried. As I was saying, you're not going to need the WD-40 or the key for anything, because as soon as you leave the storeroom, he takes them both away from you. At least the WD-40 would have been useful, but... maybe the key too, but definitely the WD-40 more than the key. But it's a shame you don't get to use those once you leave the storeroom. Also, the glasses that we got from Reich's corpse and the sandwich that we stole from Hobbs, they are now out of our inventory. The sandwich is completely optional. You don't need it. You don't even need to pick it up, but at least our friend in the brown trench coat is grateful that we've given him some lunch. As for the shades, why did we even get them? I can't understand why we got those shades in the first place. They were just there to take up inventory space, and that was it. You do nothing with them. Also, while you have putty, I don't think you can use them with the glasses, so to fix them and then use the shades. So, again, why were the shades there? Other than to take an inventory slot. I don't get it. So, I don't think there's anything more that we can do here, as far as I can tell. And from here, we might as well leave. Might as well go for a few more minutes worth of gameplay today. Why not? And when we do leave this area, we see Lamb. Apparently Lamb is outside.
Hey, Lamb.
And it looks like we can talk to Lamb and ask him a few things. Let's ask him about Overman, whoever that is.
Do you know a guy called Overman?
Doberman? No, I don't.
Well, that got us nowhere. I don't know why you could ask Lamb what he does for entertainment, but okay.
What do you do for entertainment around here?
If I'm looking for entertainment, I go home and watch a video.
Poor Lamb. Doesn't get out much. Maybe he knows how to get to ground level.
How do I get down to ground level?
You can't. Security have disabled the elevator.
That explains why the elevator here does not work. So we're going to have to do some things to get that elevator working again. And hope we don't run afoul of security. Let's ask about that coat because we can.
Is your coat made of real fur?
That's right, real beaver fur. Made from the last 10 beavers in the world. Do you like it?
It doesn't really matter which option we choose, though I don't like the fact that the last 10 beavers in the world died for a coat.
It's disgusting and immoral.
You're one of those soft sentimentalists, aren't you? Well, I couldn't give a damn about beavers.
And yet, you more than likely cared enough about beavers to make them into a coat. Right. Let us ask what the factory produces. Though I'm pretty sure that we got a good idea from Hobbins.
What does your factory produce?
Pipes, ducts, and conduits.
Anything important?
What do you think this city is built on?
Well, I never thought I'd be able to quote Starship, so we built this city. We built this city on rock and roll.
Rock and roll?
Don't be daft. I'm talking pipes here. Think of all the things they're used for.
Like sewers, you mean?
Let me tell you something, lad. Pipes are the arteries of this mighty erection. The veins through which its lifeblood pumps. And I am proud to serve the corporation.
I suppose somebody has to be.
And with that, we have exhausted all of our dialogue options with Lamb.
See you later.
And Lamb then moves... Okay, he just goes over there. Well, it's not like we have any reason to talk to him after that. Let's go over here. Yeah, let's just stand right here. So, apparently Lamb works for the corporation, whatever that is. I have the feeling we'll probably figure out what the corporation is as we go through more of this area. And we will be going through more of this area in the next video. So, join me next time where we explore more of this upper level and see what there is to do, I guess. Don't really know how best to explain what we're going to be doing in the next video, but we'll be doing more things, obviously. So until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!